Hi there, it's Ashley with Raise Your Vibe Wellness here to do a full moon oracle reading. So let's see what the message is for this week. The full moon energy. So full moon lights up the sky. It's bright. All the shadows are no longer in the shadows. So what can we see now that it's light? I've got a couple new decks that I'm going to be pulling from. Let's see what we've got here. The first one. You are the image maker. What you focus on manifests. What thought patterns do you need to shift? Influence. Play. From my cool crow deck. And beginnings. That's interesting. It says a new moon. It's the new moon card of this moon deck. So, I like to think of new moon and full moon like they're points in time to check yourself, to check where you're at in life, to make sure, check in with your life, with yourself, with everything that you're doing, and making sure it's what you want to be doing. And so often there are beginnings. So, this says new moon. New moon is often what I do in my workshops for new moon. It is kind of the beginning, but it doesn't have to be around a moon at all. It can just be whenever. You can decide, I'm starting fresh right now. So that is apparently the message for right now, for this week, for this full moon, or whenever you watch this video. It doesn't have to apply to this week and this exact full moon here in October of 2024. When you watch this message, that's when it's something that you need, that's meant for you. So it's like you're at this beginning point. So, what is it? Think about what it is that you want. You create what's in front of you. You create your life. And for the longest time in my own life, I've heard that and I didn't quite get it. I was like, no, I'm stuck in this day-to-day that I don't enjoy. How do I get out of it? But it's hard to break free from the way that society tells us we have to do things. And you do have the power. There are so many more opportunities right now in current life to do what you want to be doing. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but it's possible. So you're the image maker. Create what you want. What's in front of you? What's this picture that's in front of you? What are you looking at? What's your path? What you focus on manifests. So what is it that you want to bring more of into your life? Is it, more health? You want to eat healthier foods. What can you do to shift? It says, what thought pattern do you need to shift? A lot of times it's our habits that we are just doing day to day that create our life as it is currently. So for example, if you want to shift into more healthier eating, you got to look at your habits, your actual habits, what you're eating every meal, how much time you give yourself to prepare a meal, or if you order something out, order from somewhere healthier. If you, I don't know, just take a look at how are you currently doing it, and how can you do it better? Um, that's healthier, or whatever it is that you want. But also, that what really goes along with it, and what I do with clients, is considering the thought patterns that you have. So a lot of times our habits are, it's just, you're just reacting. You're just kind of like, this is how it's done. This is how I've always done it. And your thoughts are like that too. And you don't really realize until you start to want to shift things. Then you start noticing how you are being day to day. So how are your thoughts? How are they negative? Are they like more on the negative side? Like, oh my gosh, like it's so hard to change my habits. It's so hard to eat healthier. I don't have the time. I don't want to give up this sugar or whatever it is, or this food that I really like. I will never be able to eat healthy and like lose weight. Like, if you have those as your thoughts, well, yeah, like it's not going to be easy. You're probably not going to shift your habits or anything if that's what you're always thinking. So you got to shift things into more positive minded things. Like, I am wanting to be healthier. I'm looking at my life and where I can shift my habits. I am considering what's healthier on the menu. I am choosing to eat more vegetables in my day. I'm learning how to cook things that taste good and are healthy. So those are like more positive minded things that you could get behind as you're shifting to this new you. Apply it to whatever it is that you're wanting to change in your life. And so then with this influence card, this makes me think of who in your life is influencing you. If your people around you are also have bad habits or unhealthy habits, or if they have healthier habits, like, how can you find people that will influence you in a more positive way to get you to where you want to be going? If you're staying in these patterns, if you're staying around the same people that are also not healthy, or also just eat crappy food, whatever it is, it's also not going to be easy to change. So you got to consider how to shift your environment, the people that are around you, the people that are influencing you. Start watching more videos of people, YouTube, whatever, podcasts, who can help you with this shift. Change the influence around you to change you. Like, find who can help you in your sphere, whether that's actual people in your life, like friends, family, like immediately, like right next to you, or friends online, or Facebook groups, or how can you influence yourself in a different way. And then play. So this just makes me think of how can you make sure you have fun along the way, and not be so serious with it, with this shift, because like I said, it's not easy when you're wanting to shift things in your life. And it's easy to be serious and like hard on yourself, like, oh shit, I didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do today, or oh, I didn't eat healthy, or I fell off the wagon today, like, and then you backtrack. Like, no, like, just let it go, but have more fun. Like, be lighter with yourself. Like, this is like lightness and fun. How can you make it enjoyable to do this new thing that you're doing? Have healthy dinner parties or something. I don't know, like, it definitely requires more thinking differently. Like, coming back to this again, like, what thought patterns do you need to shift? How can you make it more fun to do this new thing? Like, you got to think completely differently. What comes to mind when you think outside the box to create this new life or this new pattern, habits, whatever that you want, whatever you're in the beginning of, whatever it is, so that you stay on track, so that you do gain the confidence that you're going to stay on track, and so that you get to a place where you know, it's not a straight path. It's still going to be up and down. That's just how life is. But how can you enjoy it along the way, and how can you make it so that you have a higher likelihood of, you know, getting to that next place? Like, you know, set yourself up for success along the way. It's, you know, whatever your next milestone is, like, don't look too big at the big picture, but just look at that little step, you know, a couple weeks away. Like, what's the point you want to get to? Maybe it's, you know, drinking water, like a big glass of water every morning for 2 weeks. Or maybe it's adding one vegetable every day, more than you normally would, into your meals for the next 2 weeks, you know, something. So, yeah, let me know how that resonates and what it is that you are at the new beginning of. So that's my full moon message. Hope everything is awesome in your life. If you need support along the way, I'm here to help coach you through it. Send me a message at any time. I love to hear and help how people are wanting to transform their life in a positive direction, and that's what I'm here to do. So I'm here to help you out along the journey. I guess I will see you next time. Mwah!